What's going on, YouTube? My name is Ralph.
And my name is Chapat.
And together we are the JPs. Welcome to our channel. This is actually our 7th episode, and we've been dropping them every single week. So we really appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and of course sharing with all your friends, family, co-workers, everyone. We ask that you continue to share, continue to like, continue to subscribe, and have your friends subscribe as well to continue showing support for the channel.
Yeah, remember to tell a friend.
Tell another friend.
To tell that friend.
And a friend.
So we can get the message out there. All right, so let's get right into it. Today we're going to be talking about a very cool topic. And the topic is, everybody around me is getting married. Yeah, so this is actually something that I went through after I ended my relationship of 4.5 years. I felt like everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean everybody around me was getting married. I was getting invites left and right. You know, this person was getting married. Next month I gotta go to this wedding and this wedding and that wedding and that wedding. And it hurt, y'all. It hurt me right here because I kept getting all these invites and people walking down the aisle and people seeing other people walking down. And I'm like, why can't that be me? And it's not like I wasn't happy for my friends. I was happy for my friends, but I'm like, that could be me too. That should be me up there crying. And it wasn't. And it hurt. Hurt bad.
So, of course, like Ralph, when that situation happened, it's so hard not to get consumed. And, of course, getting your feelings. You know, for the ladies, you've been a bridesmaid. You have 27 dresses in your closet. You don't know what to do with it. That is a lot of dresses. You know, so they're just hanging in the closet. You want to sell it. You're not sure. You know, you've been made an honor multiple times. And it's like, when is it going to be my turn?
Yeah.
So today we'll be talking about that stage.
The thing is, and I had to start looking at it from a different standpoint. As far as, you know, everybody around me is getting married and I feel like I'm being punished because I'm not married, right? As we age or as we get a little bit older, sometimes, you know, if we're in our early 20s or mid 20s, people go through that stage where they start to settle down. Maybe they're starting to graduate college or, you know, they're getting into their careers and they feel like it's that time. That's their time. Just because it's their time doesn't necessarily mean that it's my time, or it doesn't mean that it's your time, because we all have our own path to walk.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, during that time, of course, you know, we get it. You know, it's okay to feel left out. It's okay to ask that question, but of course not to dwell in that as well, because, hey, it's that person's time. It may not be your time. So, you know, we just encourage you not to get consumed in that and to really just enjoy that time frame and don't measure or don't use that person's timeline as a measuring bar for your own personal timeline.
That's good.
Yeah.
That was good. That was deep. And the other thing, too, I started looking at is, man, singleness. And I think sometimes we have this idea. Singleness is not punishment. Like, some people don't desire to be married. And I get that. That ain't me, because clearly I'm married. But some people don't desire to be married. But if you do desire to be married and you're single and you're in that time frame, you're not going through a punishment phase. This is a phase for you to get to know yourself, learn yourself, get to work on you, make you the best version of you that you can be, and not look at it as punishment. The other thing is what can be punishment. Rather than looking at singleness as punishment, what can really be punishment is getting married to the wrong person.
Absolutely.
Because you rushed into a decision because everyone around you was getting married.
Yeah, running to the altar should never, ever, ever be a game or a race or anything like that. Take your time. Don't rush into it because other people are getting married. Your friends around you are getting married. Because it's one thing, you know, you see the wedding, you go to the wedding, you see the ceremony, you see the fanfare and the beauty, you know, everyone is happy, but you don't see the marriage.
Yeah.
You know, not to say that the marriage is not good, but you don't see that part and you don't see the work that goes into it. So don't rush. Don't use someone else's timeline.
But sometimes what you see is not what's actually happening. So you don't want to plan your life's dreams based off of somebody else's wish.
Definitely.
Ooh, that was good, wasn't it? That was deep, wasn't it? Yeah, that was deep. I know it was. But you really want to follow your own path and take the time to get to know you, like we said earlier. I remember before I started dating Chapat, she gave me advice and she said, you need to spend time with yourself. And I was like, what the heck does that mean? And she's like, yeah, you need to take some time and get to know you. That made no sense to me because I don't know. Maybe it's a man thing. Maybe we don't do a lot of that. We should, but I don't go to the movies by myself. I don't go to dinner by myself. I don't do none of that by myself. But it was important for me to take time to figure out what I like because even in my marriage, I'm not going to be with this woman 24/7.
Right. Of course, you're with your spouse a lot, but at the same rate, the reason I gave Ralph that advice is not to become too dependent on your spouse or feel like you have to be, hip to hip every time. You'll be able to go out with your girls or he goes with his boys and etc. And you spend time. If he wants to go out, you can stay home by yourself, watch a movie and relax and just truly enjoy your own company. But you have to do that prior to your marriage, prior to your relationship, to enjoy your company while you're still on your own.
Yeah. So right now, maybe you're in that phase where everyone around you is getting married and you're walking in all these weddings or you're going to all these weddings and all these invites and you're thinking, I want to send out invites too, right? What I advise is right now, take this time to work on you. Go to those weddings. Go to that open bar because everybody doing open bar.
And have a great time.
Have a good old time. Enjoy you. And when that time is right, it will happen. Mm-hmm. But do not rush into something because there are marriages that are going through it. And you don't want to make it such a epic decision, mm-hmm. such an impactful decision because of pressure from other people. So take that time to enjoy your singleness, build yourself up, and then walk that walk. Because it's better for you to walk in a whole bunch of people's weddings than to walk into misery in your own marriage.
No, that's good. Repeat it again, Ralph.
Ooh, it's better for you to walk in other people's weddings than for you to walk into your marriage mm-hmm. in misery. Mm-hmm. That's not cool.
Not at
right?
all.
So take that time to get to know you. Take that time to find out what you like. It's okay to have that desire to be married.
Absolutely.
It's also okay to have a desire to not be married. Right? So, but just make sure that you're not being too pressured mm-hmm. by the external.
Don't use someone else's timeline to determine your own.
Yeah, you like that. You said it again.
I did.
I like that. Don't use someone else's timeline because we all have our own path.
Right.
So walk your own path at your own pace. Mm-hmm. And everyone around you, they're doing their thing because they're in their world. Create your own world.
Mm-hmm. And also, another piece. What's your What's your purpose for marriage? You don't know what that person's purpose for marriage was. Mm-hmm. Take that time to really understand what goes into a marriage, and really take that time to just develop yourself.
Yeah.
So enjoy your time. Everyone else, let them do their thing on their own time. Enjoy your time, and I pray your time comes.
Yeah. Our prayer is that all marriages would flourish, all marriages would thrive. But the reality is that's just not the case, right? That's what we want, but that's just not the case. And sometimes it happens because we do rush into these decisions because everyone else is doing it. So take that time to make a wise decision. Because what you don't want to do is use someone else's wishes to create your dreams. That's their world. You like that? That was good? That was deep, wasn't it? Yeah, don't use someone else's wishes to create your own dreams. Ooh, that was good. You're right, that was good. Walk in your own path. We all have our path to walk. Walk in your own path. So if you're going through it, go through it. Mm-hmm. Your time will come. If that's what you desire to do. Mm-hmm. Cool? All right. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Make sure you tune in next week for another exciting episode on this channel here. 2 hearts, 1 beat. Check out my watch, man. My watch getting sick, y'all. Y'all already know.